Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to another Almost Too Old for This, the channel where I react to Jesse Cox over here, reacting to content for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So, today we are reacting to, you say this, Vento d'Oro, JoJo Bizarre Adventures reaction, Too Old for Golden Wind. I've never even seen JoJo. As people probably know, I'm not like a super anime person. I'm very picky with anime. I've never seen it. So here we go.
Looks like we're doing this again, and this time we're covering another suggested topic, anime. And not in the way that you're thinking, and I have thoughts on that, but I wanted, before we jump in...
Not in the way that I'm thinking. How does he know the way I'm thinking? Right? What's he thinking? I don't know. I'm just thinking anime. Like, I don't know. Just cover an anime.
Talk about my relationship with anime. I really don't have one. But over the years, I have seen some. Mostly because of the time I'm usually dating someone who's into anime, and I'd like to think I'm a good boyfriend, and,
I actually think I've seen more anime than Jesse, now that I'm thinking about it.
get into the things that the person I am with are into, and, yeah, so you can tell when I dated someone who was into anime based on the anime that I know. So, for example, the last time I remember watching a bunch was when Food Wars was a thing, and Yuri on Ice, and the one where the girls bounce their butts together in a competition. Yep. And then before that, it was Evangelion? I'm not sure how you say that. Cowboy Bebop. That's the time periods that I have. Other than that, I have no real experience with anime at all. So when I assumed y'all were...
So I'll give my animes as well. So back in the day, I watched, like, Attack on Titan. Watched Parasite. Man, what I didn't really watch that much. Those are like a few of the only ones. There's some other stuff. But recently, I've actually watched Free Ren. Free Ren's really good. Apothecary Diaries really good. Watched Ancient Magus Bride. That was pretty good. So I've actually seen, pretty decent animes as of late. Oh, there was a Dungeon Meshi. Saw Dungeon Meshi. That was good. I like, if you couldn't tell, I like kind of slice of life adventure types of anime. I'm not a big like fighting anime person. I'm more of the, you can kind of pick up from what I'm watching recently of what I like. So
you're gonna talk to me about watching anime. I thought you meant you wanted me to watch episodes, but that's not the suggestions I got. I got suggestions for music from anime, which is, fine with me. But also,
I'm not even going to promote Patreon this time. I'm going to promote youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. That's right. I'll put a link in the description. Go subscribe over there. We lost 9 subscribers this month. So come on down. Listen to the youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast YouTube channel. Listen to us rant. Have a good time.
If you want me to watch an episode of something, let me know. I'm sure there's stuff out there you'd like me to react to. I don't know, but I guess it's just music. So I have a list of songs.
All right.
And I guess we're just going to start with the oldest one on the list, which I think is from 5 years ago. So this one is from an anime that I know nothing about except for art I see online. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay. Where everything I know about this is just like poses. 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 I don't know what's about. I don't know what it has to do with this. But I know it's just buff dudes posing like runway models or something. They're voguing. I have no context for anything that's about to happen. But this is a theme song from the show?
Okay.
Let's
sure.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Again, I'm still not sure what JoJo is about, but this very beautiful man on the, I guess, cover of this song, Vento d'Oro? Something gold?
Vento d'Oro.
I have no idea what this is going to be, but OST
I don't
Volume
either.
1 Overture is what... Sure. Again,
let's do it.
I don't know what to expect. Let's just jump in.
Let's jump in.
First off, timeout. I love a good bass line. I am a big fan of like bam, 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 bam. Yo, hold on. Let's run it back. What is
Run
this?
it back. Run it back.
What?
I was kind of with it. I enjoyed the bass line, but the lyrics feel kind of like I can't understand what they're saying. It just kind of feels like I feel like the Hank Hill thing. I put out like, Bobby, I like music. I'm like, I don't understand what they're saying. But I like the bass. I like the instrumentals.
Wait, what are the lyrics of this song?
That's what I'm saying.
Now, or, you know what? We'll wait.
Just wait.
All I know is I heard turn up the bass and JoJo and then a bunch of gibberish. I have no idea what I just heard, but that was great. This is, I'm enjoying this tremendously. Good call. I was just thinking, you know what this needs?
It actually reminds me of like it feels like it's a Mario Kart track. And you know, you're like driving through the city.
Some horns, like some
you're throwing
brass.
blue shells and stuff.
And here we are.
It very much gives me Mario Kart vibes. Not the lyrics.
Oh, what?
I have a question. Is this because like we're okay? This is like too old for this, right? Like, but I feel like how old is this? Like they said 5 years, or he said 5 years ago. Because this feels like it's from like a while ago. I guess maybe they're just making music in that style from a while ago, which would make more sense. But I know JoJo's been around forever, right? So I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Maybe I am too old for this.
Stop this! First off, we have to rewind, but also, what is that lyric? At first, I thought it said JoJo rollin' weed, and I was like, what is this about?
JoJo
but then
rollin'
it sounds
weed.
like JoJo rollin' wind? Roll the wind? I need to know the lyrics.
It must be Golden Wind, because that's the
it's
song.
Like Golden Wind. I
Yeah.
assume that's the D'Oro. Is Il Vento D'Oro Golden Wind? Is that what that translates to? Did I learn a thing today? Yo, this is incredible. I love this. This is just so much fun. Feel the hip hop if you can rock. Need you kick that, turn up the bass, go crazy one by one. Brr, stick up. They straight up sca'd this. They put a ska stick up in here, and then it says, yeah, kick it loud. And you forgot to turn up the bass. Go crazy. It's a dangerous world. Brr, stick up, Gio. Or is that Go-Go? JoJo. JoJo! Is it Italian JoJo?
Italian JoJo?
What is this show about?
I do know that there's like numerous JoJo's, right? I'm pretty sure there's like numerous ones.
And do I need to watch this? I am invested. All right, let's go back to here. Yo!
It also reminds me of Sailor Moon a little bit. That's another one I watched. I forgot. Like that early 90s were like, ooh, Sailor Moon. You know, like when she morphs into Sailor Moon. It kind of gives me that vibe with the vocals.
It was building to something because it had that like I think it's a violin in the background. Look, I'm no musical
I'm curious.
prodigy and or talent and or knowledge person, but I will say I can pick up some things, and that like you can hear it start to build like
Wait.
like it's going somewhere. We're going somewhere. And this is where we go. Oh, I love it.
All I'm going to say is I looked up on the internet, JoJo Golden Wind, and one of the top things is a Reddit comment, but, you know, it's Reddit, so, you know. It says, Golden Wind, the beginning of JoJo's downfall? So is this like when people think the show gets bad? Do they just like the song? Do they just like the music? This says Golden Wind, also known as Vento Oreo, is the 5th main story arc of the Japanese manga series. Wait, it's from 95 to 99? So is it? So this is just based off that in like 2018, they like based it off the 95 to 99 manga, right? Is that what this is? I don't know. I'm not even saying this is bad or anything. I'm trying to question this because I feel like this is just, if this is from the 90s, like this isn't Gen Z, Gen Alpha, right? Unless people like, are Gen Z and Gen Alpha watching this? I feel like Gen Z would be watching JoJo, but I don't know about Gen Alpha. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Because this just feels like I'm reacting to like 90s anime or something. You know what I mean? Not even 90s anime, but 90s anime music. Even more niche.
Yo! I would love to see this live. At like a club with a nice drink in my hand.
Although IMDb says it's an 8.3 out of 10.
This rules. This is 100% going on the pre-stream music list I have whenever I stream. It's just going to be on there now. It's added to the list. I have a whole list of like 100 songs and it just kind of plays. This is getting added. This is, I don't know when this video comes out, but just be aware, you will start to hear this frequently. I love this. What? This wasn't even on my radar. Is the show as amazing as this song? I understand sometimes anime music and the actual show are like different beasts.
Gen Z watch
awesome.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Damn, apparently it's one of the most popular ones.
What the hell? Uh-oh. We dropping? What's... This is great.
I'm just like looking up age demographics right now.
Question. Looking at the character art here, hearing this song, for a brief moment, I thought, yo, the kids are all right. This rules. If like Gen Alpha or Gen Z are watching this, I don't know what this is about, but music alone, I'm excited. However, based on the art, is this more a millennial thing? Am I being conned here? What is the vibe?
I do think you're being conned a bit because this, I'm looking it up right now and it does say that Gen Z does watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And it says it's targeted towards young adults. However, like, I feel like Gen Alpha is almost, like, looking at it, almost feels like they're too young to watch this. And then Gen Z, I still think Gen Z probably does watch it. But it's like, this is also like a millennial thing. Like, also, what a pause. I got like Jesse Cox beaver face or gopher face or the, whatever animal you pick. This feels like it's still a millennial thing, right? Like, I feel like a lot of millennials watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. In fact, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode or season 1 was 2012. So yeah, I mean, plenty of millennial people would. In fact, it was probably Gen X people who watch JoJo's. So I feel like I'm not even bashing the music or the show or anything. I'm just saying I feel like I'm supposed to be reacting to stuff I'm too old for, and this is like something that is like right in the demographic. I feel like this is just a bad pick for this channel, but I do think the song is good.
With JoJo, is it something like a 20-year-old's into or a 30-year-old? You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference clearly, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I would love to find out more about this. I'm sure in the comments you will let me know.
I'm sure.
All right, let's
I'm sure people let me know too.
This is the best part right here.
Because like when I heard we were like reviewing this or reacting to this, I'm like, is this like a song the kids are playing all the time? Like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they can't stop listening to Golden Wind from JoJo. But like, I feel like we're just listening to an opening theme from JoJo's, which like is a show that's been around for over 10 years. Doesn't seem like it's related to the youth. I don't know. So it just does like a flip here.
I stand corrected. That's the best part. More importantly, does this take place during the show? Because this, I don't know, this seems like too long to be an intro to a show. This feels like, maybe I know this from a meme. Do I know this from a meme? This feels very meme-y. Like, this bit right here is like,
I mean, I don't know. I think it could be an intro.
Very beautiful men fighting, and then at this point, that like bad guy's like, I'm gonna defeat you, JoJo. I assume JoJo's the good guy. I'm gonna defeat you, JoJo. And then JoJo is like, he's like, no. You know, he's like, no. And then this happens. And everyone's like, oh! And all the other characters are like, oh! And he's like, you know, he says something in like a deep, sexy Japanese voice. And the guy's like, oh, am I dead now? And he's like, oh, ho, ho, punch. Right?
Yeah,
have I read
right.
this correctly? Because I feel like I have. Yeah, everyone's kind of there. The whole band's there now. Oh, it's great.
Yep.
And then a nice, smooth jazz ending. Oh, I loved that. I unabashedly loved that. Wow, that was good. Excellent suggestion. Am I missing out on some solid bangers from the anime category of tunes?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was an excellent suggestion. I'd say this is a great suggestion for Jesse Cox anime music library, or, you know, cool anime song reactions. But like, this is a channel about being too old for this. Like, this is not something we'd be too old for. In fact, I feel like this is more leaning towards our demographic. Like, this type of music is very 90s, right? And I'm sure there's some like Gen Alpha, Gen Z, younger Gen Z that like listen to this, but like I would say the majority aren't. So like I'm more like questioning the decision to have it on this specific channel is all I'm saying.
JoJo explanation? The song Il Vento d'Oro is not a traditional song with lyrics that convey a clear narrative or emotional journey. Instead, it is an instrumental track with a few vocal samples that are primarily used to enhance the energy and rhythm of the piece. Absolutely. That was pure energy. The track is famously associated with the anime series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, specifically with part 5 of the series, which is subtitled Golden Wind. The title itself translates to the Golden Wind. Okay, I was right. Directly referencing the part's title and its protagonist, Giovanni. I assume that's JoJo, but is he like an Italian dude? Whose stand, a supernatural power in the series, is named Gold Experience. All right, now I'm even more confused about what this series is about.
Gold
The track's
Experience.
driving beat and catchy phrase contribute to memorable and iconic status holds among anime fans. I absolutely understand why you said to watch this now. Fantastic. I love this. This was more of this, please. I have a list.
No, this is, that's not what this channel's about. This channel's about learning about the youth. That's not what this is. This is like, like what, we're going to start reacting like Final Fantasy next. Like that's not what this channel's about. I don't know. like to me, I think the more Jesse hates something, the more it belongs on this channel. The more Jesse likes something, the less it belongs on this channel. That's how I judge it on the scale of you know, almost too old for this and too old for this. I mean, sure, there's gonna be some things like the Rizzler, like, you know, and stuff like that. But I mean, there still has to be that like that feeling of like, man, I'm too old for this. This feels like this fits perfectly in my demographic. Where if I heard this song, I'd be like, it's probably from the '90s, which is probably also why Jesse likes it because he loves songs from the '90s. He loves like cowboy bebop style, like, you know, that type of like jazz, like. So I mean, yeah, I was like, he's gonna love this, and like I think it's good, but again, it just doesn't fit.
But if you have other ones, I'll add it to the list and we'll try to hit them. But this was the oldest one on the list. This was, it says it was 5 years ago, so I'm gonna assume it's the oldest one on the list. All the other ones are like from a year or this year, so I want to get this one out of the way, but worth it. I really liked that. I don't know if you can tell.
Like, here's what we need. We need to watch like a popular. Hold on, let me make my recommendation. Popular animes right now, okay? We need Jesse to listen to like one of the weird show animes is what I'm saying. Like when you go to look at all the anime, like one of those like the theme song for oh god, what are they called? Like I dated a monster and it threw a slug at my head and now I'm a ghost. Like one of those types of shows. Or like I'm in high school but I can't get a date and now I'm an alien. Like we need the songs from those. And then we need to react to those. Like, that's probably the shows that Gen Alpha and Gen Z are watching. That's what I want to listen to. And that's what I think Jesse might be like, ugh. Like, I want full-blown anime for Jesse Quox to listen to. Full-blown anime songs. All right? I'm just, like, pulling up some Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. I don't even know what any of these are. Romantic Killer, Banana Fish. I can't find any of the crazy names, but you know what I'm talking about, right? You get it. Anyway.
I love when I find some music I get into, and this was very good. Okay, I'm not too old for that. Maybe I am, but I don't feel it. I feel like a kid again.
Yeah, no. And again, that's the problem. We need stuff he's too old for. Anyway, thanks for watching. You know, go listen to the podcast down below. You can watch us or watch me react to him reacting to Roblox from the last episode here. And yeah. Okay. See you.